So this is exciting. I'm really excited to see y'all. How many people are engaged politically? How many people want power? Sometimes those questions, people don't really know what to do. They kind of don't know what to do. But so everybody is politically engaged. This matters how far up you are engaged. As soon as you leave your house and the school that you go to and the bus that you take, it's all about politics and civic engagement. So you are involved in the things that are going on in your life. And the power question is a funny one. I come from a community organizing background, and it's all about power. It's trying to get the power from the few and disperse it to the many. So when you're finished with these projects, I hope the next time somebody says who's engaged and involved politically, every hand will go up. And when you say who wants power, every hand will go up. The things that are different from the people who are civically minded, the power that you want is so that you can disperse it to the people, and the people have the power, not the few and the many with a lot of money. Yes, you with me? I'm excited to say this because Brooklyn Tech is actually very proud of me now. They weren't that proud of me when I was actually going to Brooklyn Tech. It may be hard to believe, but I was a bit of a troublemaker. So instead of being at these kind of civic things, I'd be in the dean's office and the principal's office. So is there some folks there like that? I mean, those folks are cool to me too. All right. But I will tell you that I was always acutely aware of disparity, even when I was in trouble, even when those things were going on. I take tests very well. I was horrible in the classroom, but I was very good at tests, and it was a test that got me to Brooklyn Tech. But I remember when I was going to high school and noticed that a friend of mine who went to a high school down the block had different books than me. His books were old, his books were raggedy. I couldn't understand how we were learning the same thing from a different set of books. I remember going to a school to take some kind of test, some IQ foolishness, I don't remember what it was. But I remember the teacher, there was somebody saying something to me, and the teacher told that young man, he doesn't have time for you, he goes to Tech. And that really stuck with me, because if that teacher is telling him that at that point, what is the message they're sending to that student to let that student know for some reason that they are different than me, or they view them in a different way. So I was very acutely aware of disparities that were going on in the city. It really wasn't until I got into, I was going to be an actor, that's what I was going to do. That's what I want to be, a different stage, same game, but I went to do drama, but I very much got involved with the campus politics at Brooklyn College, and then got very involved in community organizing when I came out, and then became a councilman. But I'm very excited that, you know, I don't know how long I'm considered young anymore. I'm trying to hold on as long as I can, but it's like it's fading. So I really think that you guys are really young, and I always try to think about what can you tell a young person that they will listen to. And as an older dude, I don't know what that is. So you just kind of repeat the same thing and hope that young people really one day understand the power that is in your hand. It's very, very frustrating, because from sitting on that side, I was not really paying attention to what was being said on this side. Now, most of you weren't the ones in the principal's office, so hopefully you're paying a little bit more attention to what's being said here. But we really have to begin to understand there is no social change that has happened in this country, particularly around the world, that has not had young people involved in getting that social change done. Period. It has been students, it has been young people that take the lead in moving progressive and social justice issues forward. That's the kind of power that you have. One, because you think you're invincible, which can be bad, but at a time like this is good. And two, you still have this belief that everybody should live and enjoy life the way they were born, the way they look. That starts to get jaded for some reason when you start getting older and you start to go things, but you got to try to hold on to that as much as we humanly can, and know that you can really make a change. And sometimes we hear that word change, we don't know what it means. You can change the world. It doesn't have to be the entire world. It can be just the world around you. You can make a change on your block. You can make a change in your family, and that change is just as valid as what anybody else is doing. And I know there's people in here who are afraid, people who are here who are scared, and you won't tell people about that. But you have to know that the person sitting next to you has the same fears and has the same thing that they're scared about that you. There's something that keeps you up at night that the person next to you does not know, but you have to know that the person next to you has the same fears. And it's about what happens with that fear that helps you move forward. So I always use two examples. Everybody knows Michael Jordan, yes? Yeah. One of the greatest basketball players. I'm a Knicks fan. He used to beat us up, but I still... Sorry, I'm a Knicks. They do something. But many people don't know that Michael Jordan in his career missed more shots than he took. Right? So everybody knows Babe Ruth. One of the greatest. But do you know what he won? The year he won the home run king. He was the strikeout king. He was the strikeout king the same year he won the home run. And unfortunately, we tend to focus on the bright side and the successes. And we forget that Babe Ruth struck out more times than he hit a home run. And we forget that Michael Jordan missed more shots than he made. And adults don't tell you that you're going to fail at something, and you're going to fail miserably, and it's going to be terrible, and you're going to be crying and all that. So you think something is wrong when you hit that failure. But every adult in here has had one or two things that have really, really failed in their life. And it's about what happens after that failure. What happens after that second failure? What happens after that third failure? Because the failure doesn't stop. And the rapper Common said, don't he know he can only get as high as he fails? So you're only going to get here. You're only going to get here past your last failure. The first time I ran for office, I ran for school board, I came 12th out of 13. I got shellacked, man. I got spanked. It was bad. It was real bad. But if I stopped then, I would not be the incumbent and won a 6-way race to be city council in Brooklyn, New York. And I probably would not be getting this award. So I can talk for long, but I know I got 10 minutes and I'm going to try to wrap up before they kick me off. Elected officials can talk, just so you know. That's what we do. But whatever I say, I hope a little bit of it resonates. Like, I know what's happening in your mind, but you gotta understand the power that's right here. Like, it's amazing what the power that's right here is. And your whole life really is in front of you. And the things that you touch and can move really make a difference. If you can help a friend, that can make a difference. If you can help your block, that can make a tremendous amount of difference. And you have the ability to do it. And you have to set realistic goals. And when you set those goals, two things, and I'm going to bounce. And when you set those goals, make sure you tell somebody. We are afraid to tell people of our goals because it makes it real and it makes us accountable. So think about something that you want to do. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Think about something that you want to do. You got it? When you got it, raise your hand. I know, I'm not finished. Think about something that you want to do. Everybody's not raising their hand. I can't leave until I raise your hand. So everybody raise your hand. You got something that you want to do. In the next 2 seconds, just tell somebody real quick. I'm going to give you time. So they can ask you, yo, what's up with this such and such that you talked about last week? What's up with this such and such that you talked about last month? So they can hold you accountable to move you forward. Second, don't be afraid to ask somebody for assistance. People love to talk about themselves. I've been here for 10 minutes talking about myself. People are inherently narcissistic. We love when people say, I like what you do. How can I do that? Make sure you ask somebody. Everybody here is dying to tell you about themselves. Be sure to do that. And lastly, everybody stand up, please. Yeah.